All right, howdy folks, how y'all doing? This is Cosmic, and we're getting ready to make an extension on the plumbing wall. The plumbing wall was not, on this one part here, was not deep enough. It's only 2x4, should be 2x6 deep. So in order to pass the inspection, we're gonna have to add a wall. All right, so we're gonna 61 5/8 to match the top plate. For our mark. And we do this so that we can make sure our blades, our beds, our cross cuts, all there is straight. You don't really have to do that, but I like to bring the blade down and let you know if you're on here right, whether the 2x4 is in here right. Okay. So this is the top plate. We get a ladder. Put the camera up so you guys can see what I'm doing up there. Top plates are used to tie together. If this was new, existing construction, this top plate would be cut out so that this one could slide over and tie the two walls together. But this wall behind me is a load bearing wall, and I don't want to disturb any of that right now. So we're just going to toenail it, and it's just it's not a load bearing wall. And then we're going to concrete screw it into the bottom. Right now, I'm just going to screw these two together, and then toenail into the other top plate. We're using screws, deck screws, and this is going to go across here. Consider it a toenail. It's hard to get pressure on there when you're on this ladder. Don't want to be falling off a ladder. And that's not the right kind of screw. the screw as you can. Got some pretty serious toe screwing going on. Alright. So this top plate is screwed on and float screwed to the wall. Now we got to put the concrete screws in the bottom just in case. So let's find our concrete screws. Concrete screws. Concrete bit. And we have a special drill for that. So 3/8, I think, or this might be a 1/2 inch. This is a concrete drill, especially made for what we'll get ready to do. You know, plug the cross-cut saw, chop saw, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a chop saw, because they karate chop. And we plug in the do a concrete drill down into here. So, we've done that. Then we got special concrete screws. I think I can make sure y'all see this because probably tilted up at the bottom. We got special concrete screws. We're going to use. Put this thing right in here. Do that again. Off the screw. again. I'll be moving this one out. Go back to the other bit. It seems to be fresh. I think both those broke. So what we're gonna do, take our time with these next ones. Make sure they go in there. Take our time with this one. Make sure it gets in there right. Yeah, that was it. This one. Alright, so now that wall is done, and we can proceed with doing the plumbing on that wall. The only thing I don't like is we don't have a nailer inside this wall here. Since there's no electric wires, we can insert one right in there. That gives the board something to screw onto, and we do have one more too, I think. So what I'm talking about, yeah, it fits right in there. So let's get this insulation put over a little bit. This is a non-itch insulation, but normally I'd have on the gloves. I'm gonna do that anyway. I might hit a nail. Last thing I'm gonna do is get my fingers tied. Now, look at the enforcer. Sledgehammer, I call it the enforcer. This gives the drywall or whatever kind of covering I'm going to put on there something to attach to. First thing I'm going to do is make sure the bottoms. Push it in that side. This in is a toenail. That's that one. It should draw. Poured in. Something to nail to. Put this wall on here. Do one more, just for all right. Now we got all our nailers in place. The nailers with the covering attached to, so that when we nail something on this piece, it'll have somewhere to nail to. Alright, now comes the plumbing part. I don't know if we'll get all of it done today or not, but let's see what we can do. Just a quick reminder to everybody, I am not a licensed plumber. I got a permit to do my own plumbing because my plumber disappeared. Don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay. He got sick and nobody has told me if he's all right or not. So, all right. So our next goal is to get this plumbing pipe worked on, but we're gonna have to take that wall out right there to get that to happen. On the other side, we gotta get this drywall out of there, because we gotta cut this off. And we're gonna have to find out where the washer and dryer hookup goes, and put a P-trap in there, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna pause the camera while I get everything ready here. So that's the end of the building the wall. All right, folks, I didn't press record on some of the video, so I'm gonna show you what we did here. All right, you see me putting up this wall, but we had to move this wall, take this wall down and replace it with a 2x6 wall. So this is now 2x6 instead of 2x4, because we didn't have enough room to come around this corner
and pick up through here to get to that vent pipe. So we had to convert it to a 2x6 wall. And it's the same wall that you see me build, except out of 2x6s. And today's goal is to try to put the plumbing tee in here for the washing machine. That's what we're gonna do. Whew, it's a hassle. All right, back to work. Make sure it's recording. Oops. All right, you guys, so next phase is I got all this ready for gluing. Now I gotta come over and tie into a T that's over here. But first I gotta enlarge them holes so that we can make sure that vent pipe gets to the right direction over there. So all this is ready, and I just gotta get over there. That's the next phase. Pretty cool. All right, so we gotta re-drill some holes. All right, so there you have it. This whole plumbing bathroom is all complete. That's the vanity. This is the washing machine. Pipe going up. This is where it comes through. All right, we gotta connect these two. Now from here out is the kitchen, and that's the shower drain. So that'll be tomorrow's project. We gotta take this drywall off of here and get to the kitchen sink. I'm not sure, but I think this plug might have to be moved over to the other side of the 2x4, maybe a little further. I could always add a 2x4 for that. But it's all roughed in, ready to glue. But we'll have it all roughed in before we glue anything. And it's gonna be beautiful, folks. Gonna be beautiful. This pipe does come up to here, by the way. It's just sitting there. So, what a mess, man. It's time to clean up the mess and get some peanut butter and crackers for lunch, because that's all the money I got. See, when I get all this done, I think this has a cap so I can pressure test without removing this. I can glue all this in. The only thing I'll have to cap will be the vanity, and the shower, which is under there, has already got a cap on it. And I'll have to cap the vent. The vent's getting ready to go up. I think maybe tomorrow I'll cut the hole for that to the roof. And then I'll put in the kitchen sink over here, T, and vent pipe that will connect to there. And it's done, other than putting a vent pipe all the way through the ceiling. I'm 45 and around this because there's a 2x10, 2x12. I mean, it's right on top of there. That's not a load bearing wall, but I don't want to cut up a 2x12. That would be a load bearing piece. But the load bearing wall is this wall here. And that's why I built this 2x6 wall behind it. Right here. Now I'll cap this up with a 2x6 on the other side, but I need that to get that pipe in there. So that's it, man. I'm really happy with all this. And as we glue, we'll make sure all the pieces are correct, and they are going uphill. Everything's traveling uphill. Even though they're vent pipes, you still got to do that. Even this T down here, my finger right there, I gotta cock it a little bit when I glue, but that'll even be going uphill. Or actually downhill from the T. It'll be going that uphill like that, like my bent finger is. And we'll have to check our measurements to make sure everything's hunky-dory. But it looks pretty cool to me. So now once we get the pressure test done and the approval, then we can hook up the septic tank, and then we're allowed to do the electric, the finished electric. But we got to have some money raised for the electrician. So if any of y'all out there would like to support us, we got a GoFundMe link below, and it sure would help us out a lot. We need that GoFundMe. By the way, this is the Christmas tree my dad made back in 1960 something. I got it sitting there for inspiration because it's the Christmas Eve day today. I'm basically the last one left in the family. And so I'm kind of using that for inspiration. Oh, I got a light bulb out. Let me turn that light bulb, see if that thing will go back on there. Yeah, it went back on. These are LEDs. They had the original regular bulbs, but they get so hot. I put LEDs in there to keep it from getting hot. But the plumbing's done. Let's step back and look at this. That was a chore. Hope y'all got to see everything. Hope everything comes out on video. But give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe. And if you can, make a donation. God bless the people that have donated so far. They got all the plumbing fixtures and everything we need, except we don't have a toilet and a shower and a vanity yet. But I'll try to work that out. I'm still looking for a job, but jobs are hard to find around here. But yes, that's amazing stuff. We got to put a clean out down here. That's what this is laying there for. That's just a pipe laying there. That clean out goes right there. And well, it's going to be amazing. So I'm happy. I'm going to take a lunch break. And tomorrow we'll finish up with a 2-inch pipe there, and then a 2-inch pipe here to connect to the sink. But we got to find out what the sink is by taking this drywall off. And find out what kind of, if it's 1.5 inch or 2 inch. And that determines what this is going to be. So we'll find out tomorrow. So all right, man. God bless everybody, and Merry Christmas.